Wait, is he literally drinking the Kool-Aid, or is that racist for me to say about a black man? Nah, fuck this, I'm not doing Gazi.
Hagbard, you must.
Why? Give me one good reason why I should endure Gazi. Please, I fucking dare you.
Aside from the slew of requests that you've gotten, some of them were from people that give you money on the internet, so...
Oh.
Your hands are a bit tied.
Yeah, well, so I guess we're doing this then.
I know, but I'm sure you'll find some way to endure. You always do.
Now, let's talk about rape culture.
Yes, girl, yes, let's talk about it.
Now, this is where it gets deep.
Gazi, nothing about you is deep.
Aquava, y'all.
Yes, an Ukwave and a good old Uhuru to you too, good chap.
So, a lot of people always ask me, Gazi, what do you think about interracial relationships and all these kinds of things and da-da-da?
I've been having a lot of people ask me to do a video on this topic. What do the elders think about interracial marriage or interracial marriage?
Let's talk about black rape culture.
No thanks, I think I'll leave that to Stormfront. Oh, you're talking about something else. Never mind.
Okay. I'm an African internationalist.
Yes, my brother. All of us here at the Burning Spear are black internationalists. We say that all of our beautiful black African sisters should come back and put mud in their hair like this.
So I see the world as understanding that this entire world around me is built off of colonialism and parasitic capitalism in the form of white power.
You're very observant, aren't you, Gazi? By the way, you're welcome.
Right? And we're about to go there.
Always a good sign when they have to double down on their Kool-Aid drinking.
Tag your interracial friends. Tag your friends that are dating white people. Okay, so...
I don't agree with melanated people integrating with anybody for a simple reason. It depletes our genes. That's right. Especially with white people, or any other race, but especially white people. You're dealing with people that have a recessive genes. These people don't have no melanin. These people are not from the universe.
I'm an African internationalist, meaning that I'm a materialist, and I understand that this entire base of our reality is built off of colonialism, the attack on Africa, right?
Right.
Right?
Sure.
Right?
Of course.
Okay. In prison, with that being said, in prison...
You would be the happiest little punk on the block with your own little baby.
If a correctional officer and a prisoner, have sexual relationships, they're not supposed to. A correctional officer is not supposed to have a sexual relationship with a prisoner.
Yes, of course. This is failing to note the fact that most prisons consider even consensual contact between inmates to be rape, but go on with your deeply, deeply flawed analogy here, Gazi.
Now, if a correctional officer and a prisoner have sex, the correctional officer will be charged with rape.
And the prisoner can be charged with unlawful sexual contact.
Even if the prisoner says it was consensual, yeah.
Gazi, one of the figureheads of the International African Movement, can't pronounce the word consensual.
Because the prisoner cannot say it was consensual because there's a different power structure. There is an unequal power structure. There is the correctional officer, the prison guard, who's up here, and the prisoner who is down here.
Yes, and of course, because this situation exists at all, then it's fairly obvious that we can extract from this the existence of the same type of stratospheric system of oppression for Africans in the international sphere. So obviously, having sex outside your race as a melanated individual, you're being raped by the more powerful Aryan race. And of course, nobody has ever used this exact same line of reasoning to logic that black people can't really rape because they are an oppressed people, right?
Right? So the prisoner cannot actually say if they really are in love with the correctional officer because the prisoner is underneath the power structure of the prison guard.
Yes, and of course all of this is just a random construct. This isn't a very strict legal protocol that has to do with the culpability that exists within prisons, right? No, this applies to international social affairs, I'm sure.
So the prisoner can't even trust themselves in saying that they love the prison guard because they're not in equal terms of an equal relationship to equally see each other and equally fall in love with each other.
You're for sure not labeling all black people as essentially children in a pedophilic relationship when they're with whites, and you're for sure not saying that they're all just prisoners and all white people are their guards. On one hand, it's laughable that you should believe and record this video the way you do, but it's frightening that so many people agree with you, Gazi.
Are you following me?
Don't flatter yourself. You're not hard to follow. You're just easy to disagree with.
Now, I want to talk about consensual, thank you. I want to talk about interracial relationships when it comes to an African and a white person.
By that, I'm sure you mean European, because you wouldn't want me to just call you a black person. For some reason, you're obsessed with being African, as though Africans wouldn't beat the shit out of you on sight.
Okay. Here we go, bitch.
Gazi. God damn it, Gazi. What are you doing, you massive fucking faggot? Please stop.
Here we go. We understand that we live in a world that is built off of white power.
Again, no need to thank us. You're quite welcome.
And that white people are up here with this power. African people are oppressed every day by this power. African people speak. You cannot say that you love your white partner because you are not on equal playing fields. Would you speak English if it wasn't for the oppression of your white partner?
The main reason, then people don't even give a fuck about us. Here you done marry some white girl, you got to go around our people for the family reunion. How you gonna feel? Well, they got some black people feel comfortable around a lot of white folks. I don't. No more about the ones I worked for.
Would you think the way if it wasn't for you going through the school system of your white partner?
And my response to that was, if I personally were committed to enforcing decolonization, science as a whole is a product of Western modernity, and the whole thing should be scratched off, especially in Africa. So if you want practical solutions to how to decolonize science, we'd have to restart science from, I don't know, an African perspective, from our perspective.
African people live in a society that tells them every day that white people are smart, white people are beautiful, white people are powerful, white people are superior.
Yes, I know. Empirical reality is racist.
Every day that is told to us through advertisements, through books, through the school system, through entertainment, through media, through music, through every instance of our life, through the judicial system, through the employment system, it is telling us that white people are great, white people are powerful.
Really? Just this completely nebulous concept is everywhere? Is that what you're saying? You're saying if I go to Southeast Asia, it's going to all be aimed at and derivative from the concept that white people are awesome? You're saying that if I go to North Africa, it's going to be that way? Or if I... No, you're talking about in majority white nations, the existence of which offends you. Not to mention, somewhat ironically, you're practicing the erasure of all of the accomplished African Americans in existence in several of the fields you just listed. Are you saying there's no black people represented in entertainment? Really? And there's for sure no black media, and there's no black music. That would be insane. Also, simultaneously, black people invented everything in the entire world ever, and it was stolen by white people. This is Gazi's theory, so I don't understand how this functions.
So when you have little African boys who are 12 years old, who are 13 years old saying that they want to be with a white girl, it's probably because they saw Frozen. It's probably because they see all these Disney movies with these beautiful white princesses, because they see these cartoons with these beautiful white girls, because they play a video game of Mario chasing and trying to save a white blonde girl.
Woo, lad. You just cited Mario. A video game made by the Japanese about an Italian man seeking a blonde princess held by a giant turtle. I think we might be done here, Gazi. Thank you.
Would a rat fuck a chipmunk? Or a lion have sex with a tiger? That's out of nature. That's right, family. That is out of nature. And the real reason they don't give a goddamn about us no way, majority of them. Because we was the original people of planet Earth, or we are the original people of planet Earth. Everybody else is hybrids. That's right, family.
So I'm sorry to tell you, when it comes to African internationalism, when it comes to the way I see interracial relationships, when it comes to an African and a white person being together, it's rape. It's flat out rape.
Please, ladies and gentlemen of my audience, I request an answer to my query below. Who do you think is crazier? As it is, I'm actually voting for Gazi because the old man I'm gambling has at least a mild form of alcohol-induced dementia. So, that being the case, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt as being less crazy and more mentally damaged. Gazi's a young man, and I think he's just insane. That's it for me, ladies and gents. I hope you got your daily dose of cringe and crazy, because that's really the purpose of this channel, to share with you the madness that can be plumbed from the depths of the internet. Thanks for being here, everyone. Stay safe, good luck, and goodbye.